So we all seen the situation that's going on with Travis Hunter and his fiance. And everybody has an opinion on it. And as an OG, I would tell you, young people, I know that you guys live on social media. I want a lot of you older people to understand that these kids today, they have never lived a life without a cell phone or a computer or some form of social media. A lot of these kids were just born. They wasn't born in 1997, 90, in the 90s. They wasn't here. These kids are 2000 babies. So they've never lived a life or been in a house without a computer or a cell phone. So they are data social media children. So they live online. Their whole life is online. When we tell them to keep your life offline, they can't even conceptualize or understand what we're saying. But you learn through trial and error. Keep your business offline. Your man is in the spotlight and she's showing out and acting to her just regular, not realizing that that's not like you don't have a regular guy. You have a guy that the spotlight is on and everybody's looking, everybody's watching, right? So now, instead of us talking about Travis and him winning the Heisman Trophy, we talking about the fiance because she can't get over herself because she's just looking at her man as he's just Travis, but he's not just Travis, in the public eye, right? So now everybody got something to say. Everybody's speaking on this situation. And another person that was speaking on this was Omar Johnson. Omar Johnson took to social media and he said this.
You have not played an NFL game. You have not even been through the NFL draft. You have no idea of the type of women you're going to meet whenever you get to whatever team that you're going to play for. He's still a child. You've only been in Boulder, Colorado, and you've been in Jackson, Mississippi. Why not give yourself some time to explore life before you just jump the hoop with this woman?
But see, with all that being said, with all the scrutiny that she was coming up under, she felt like she had to come out and defend herself because remember, she said online that he wasn't her type. He wasn't her type. And the whole world went crazy when they heard that. And they was like, what? Well, we heard the Shannon Sharps, Tyreek Nasheed, a bunch of athletes, entertainers. Everybody said something. I don't think that she was ready for that media storm when she made that comment. So now she's explaining. So she went back to social media and threw him further under the bus when she came on and said this.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing all this stuff online because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not, but with a testimony without a test of faith. So I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online, but I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio, so I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women, so I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated look the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who's a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't.
And the crazy part is with this, now she destroyed his character because now he's a cheater. He's not an honest person. And the media and advertisers is watching this. So they need to take her microphone. Stop talking. Stop talking, please, because you're messing up the bag, right? Just stop talking. But Camron and Mase Two guys that's been in the public spotlight and media for almost 30 years. These guys have been in the game for a long time. They made a lot of money. They maintain a lot of money. They've been in different relationships. They know the ins and outs of how this thing works. So they took to social media to give their opinion on this, right? And they said this.
When I look at this situation, I want to be sensitive to it because I know this is his wife. Anybody got a wife, they're gonna care about it. But when it comes to the things that she's saying, if I take myself out of it and just talk about what it is that I'm seeing, is one of those cases where you don't understand the moment you're in. That's just the best way to explain it. When she talks about the type of people she dated. Okay, that's cool. The SoundCloud rapper, I'm for that as a fellow MC. Then she talks about the different things about how she wasn't dealing with him because he was dating other people. I'm for that, definitely, being consistent in that. But then you turn around and date him after you say that he's a known cheater. If he's known to you as a cheater, when you meet him, he's trying to cheat. So even if you date him later, you were dating someone who was a cheater. I'm just saying this from a woman's point of view. From a guy's, we get it. Pause. But when you talk about the things that goes along with her, the real issue is that when you're dealing with Travis, you got to understand that he's the prize in the situation, and that's what everybody is really coming down on her about. She's not seeing him as a prize. She's seeing him as just a regular nigga. And the best way to lose a king is to try to treat a king like a regular nigga. Like, it would be like a woman, my wife, trying to treat me like a regular nigga. I'm not a regular nigga. I don't make regular money. I don't do regular things. Ain't nothing about me regular. Nothing is regular about any person that lives on that level. And you take the last interview, or not even an interview, the last time he's doing a photo shoot, he wins the Heisman. She's sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? What else are you going to do? Hit cartwheels? Yes, this is going to be your life. People are going to be focusing on him, and it can't look like he got to always defer to you and turn everything and make it about you so you could feel comfortable, because that means the moment is too big for you. And
then I'll let that go. Steph Curry's wife had a moment like this when she was at the red table. Like, I feel that he's just all about, everybody's like all about him and this, that, and the third, and nobody's paying me no mind. This when Jada had everybody wild out. And that quick. It lasted about a week. Because she understood, like, I don't know what Steph said, I don't know what happened, but she calmed down a week. Take a look into whatever happened with that. That's one thing. And then the last thing I'll say is this, because I don't really have much to say about it, because I have no delayed sensitivity. So I just won't say too much about it. The one thing that I will say is that sponsors and teams are going to look at this. It's not draft yet. You just signed with Adidas. I think she's in the commercial, if I'm not mistaken. She's in the new Adidas commercial. So shit go left. She said, I've been there from the beginning. So I would just take into heed, and I'm not saying she's going left, but I'm just saying take into heed, you're not drafted yet. You have millions of people that want to do sponsorship, and you may be scaring some of them away with some of the things that you have on your personal life. Keep your personal, and then business. And when you want to exploit your personal, at least go get your $300-400 million and then get into this. You got a lot of money out of you, young man. And I would definitely take heed to the sponsorship dollars that's in front of you, and also not make an NFL team scared that this situation will cause a headache. Because, look, you've been with her 5 years, and you've been busting ass every year. You just won the Heisman. That was playing 140 snaps a game. So obviously, this isn't anything new. It's just your celebrity's growing, and maybe she's not used to it. So that's all I say. Just keep thinking about your money for both of y'all. If that's who you're going to be with in the future, this is going to affect your bottom line moving forward.
Yeah, I actually agree 100% with everything that you guys both said. I actually hate this entire situation because it didn't need to get to this point if people just kept things private. And I know it's a situation where it's like, of course, her feelings are valid and his feelings are valid as well. He cares about his fiance, so he's going to stick up for her. But in certain situations, especially when you know who you're dealing with, or maybe she didn't know who she was dealing with and not expecting him to get to this point or this level, as a woman, especially when your man is at a certain level, you got to be selfless. You know, you're going to have to handle those situations elsewhere because, again, this is a topic that we're discussing. And of course, we're going to discuss it because he is a celebrity. This is part of the news. People are going to talk about it, whether you want them to talk about it or not. You have to learn that you don't have to address everything and not everything's going to be about you. Like I tell my friends this all the time. They're like, oh, if I want to date like a rapper, an athlete, like, girl, it's not going to be about you. That's just the truth. And you have to understand that. And that's okay. Now, if you're not okay with that, that's a discussion that needs to be had in private.
And see, I agree with Camron and Mase, and Stan. Like I said, keep your young people, keep your business offline. This is not, your business is not for everybody. And don't be trying to show each other up for the world because everybody gonna have something to say about it. And once you make it public, you open to public scrutiny. And see, you can't be online and putting your business online, and when accountability comes, you act like you don't understand why it's there. No, this is a part of the game. The good and the bad. So you can't, like, I notice you young people, whenever there's breakups, you run to Twitter or you start saying what he did or what she did. Like, you tell everybody your business. So you give us, now this is the crazy thing. I don't even like this type of content. But those of you that know me, that watch me, that have been online for years, when I was talking black love, when I was talking black development, y'all didn't care. No way I ever had 28,000 subs. Or close to 20, I had 4,000. But the minute I start talking about this trash, all of y'all flocked over. So I come over and talk the trash, but I put the message inside the trash. So that way you can get it. Because that's the only way I can get through to some of you rockheads out there. Because you say you want change, you say you want better, but you don't want to clean up and be better. Right? So we got to come over here to the filth that you love and talk about this foolishness just to give you the message. So I'm telling you, young people, stop going online telling everybody your business, telling the whole world your business. Stop it. That's not, if you broke up with your boyfriend, why is that our business? Why is that our business? Huh? If you broke up with your girlfriend or just whatever it is that y'all got going on, keep that stuff private. It's kind of like Corey Hardrick and Tia Mowry. She's exploiting her marriage and the breakup and her children, everything for profit. And then get upset when people talk about it. Well, you're putting all your business online for money, and she's not even young. So you sell yourself out for money, and then get mad when you open up the door for public scrutiny. It's the weirdo stuff, man. But like I told you guys are addicted to trash TV. So in order to get the message out, we got to come down to where you at. We got to come down to where you at to give the message. Put the genie in the bottle. So I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.